You're stuck, right? Trying to get people to actually care, to do more than just watch and scroll past. You pour time, money, energy into campaigns that barely move the needle, and it's brutal. You see the same tired asks, the same half-hearted support, and it makes you wonder if anyone will ever give a damn. You're fighting an invisible wall. People are bombarded, overloaded, and most fundraising feels like noise no one wants to hear. You want something real. Something that grabs people's hearts and won't let go. You want to ignite a movement, but every strategy you try feels flat. There's frustration because you know your cause matters, but it's drowning in sameness. No sparks, no fire, just empty wallets and scrolling thumbs. Here's what they don't tell you. Viral giving doesn't happen because you shout louder or chase the biggest donors alone. It happens because you make people feel like they belong to something bigger than themselves. That's where community challenges come in. But most people get this wrong. They launch random hashtag campaigns, desperate asks, or gimmicks that fizzle out after a day. Instead, you have to create a challenge that taps into what people desperately want, but can't find anywhere else. Connection and purpose tied to their identity. It's not about getting them to donate. It's about having them step up, publicly commit, and then drag their peers into this wave of action with them. This is how you turn a group of strangers into a tribe that pushes your cause forward without you begging. First, strip it down to simple, brutal honesty. What's the smallest, clearest action someone can take that screams, "I'm in"? Something they can do publicly, that doesn't feel like a burden but makes them proud. Forget a big ask or complicated steps. It needs personal stakes and social proof baked in. Then, this is crucial, you hand them tools to challenge others. Real challenges are contagious only when they force people to share their effort or risk missing out on social validation. You don't want passive donors. You want warriors who feel their identity sharpened by participating, who look around and see others like them stepping up, and then demand their spot in this community. Next, empower this core group ruthlessly. Give the few who commit direct channels to lead and craft the narrative. Let them own the challenge, create their own spin. When founders and investors inside the movement start pushing it organically, that's when entire networks catch fire. No top-down micromanaging, just one truth. Your movement's strength lies in this fierce, self-reinforcing loop of individual action and peer pressure. The community challenge isn't your event, it's their momentum. Your job is to give them the framework, not the script. This is how you build viral giving that lasts. Not through viral gimmicks, but through viral identity shifts that ripple across social networks. Fundraising isn't about pulling wallets out quietly anymore. It's about making people need to show up because their status, their tribe, and their values all line up in a way they can't walk away from. You create a shared struggle, visible proof of commitment, and then watch as momentum spreads like wildfire. Yes, it's hard. It takes guts to expose your community to this kind of social intensity. But if done right, you're not just raising money. You're flipping the script on what giving means, unleashing a wave of self-driven leaders and funders who are obsessed with lifting your cause beyond the noise. So stop chasing passive donors and polite fundraising. Build your challenge around these few unbreakable truths: simplicity, public commitment, peer-led momentum, and deep identity alignment. Make it impossible for people to stand on the sidelines without losing social credit. Build a network where every participant pulls in 2 more, who pull in 4 more, not because they're asked nicely, but because they want to own their part in something huge. That's how you create viral giving movements that don't die after a tweet or a TikTok. You don't beg, you don't hope. You give people a reason so real, so urgent, and so social that stepping up is not an option. It's their next move. This is the future of fundraising, and it's waiting for those willing to stop playing small and start building real community-driven challenges that catch fire and never burn out. Subscribe to our YouTube channel and visit the featured link to learn more.